yeah.
File teaching. The role of father has actually evolved quite a lot over time. Yeah, it has changed. It has changed dramatically, in fact.
Fathers often come to Canada before they can be joined by their families. This situation can create many challenges as you try to juggle your role as provider and caregiver.
You're going to Canada. First, you take your spouse or wife to Canada, and it's not possible. I migrated on myself. How she can come? She cannot come. I have to sponsor her, and sometimes the approval takes 2 years, 3 years, maybe 5 years for some countries. That's the challenge. And then there's a big stress. That the stress starts.
Well, first I have to say that I love a lot my daughter, and that's what is the hard part, that I don't have my daughter with me, right? You have to pick your battles. In my case, I think that she is doing well back home with her mom and her family, and someday, for sure, she will have the opportunity to come and live with me.
As you try to get settled and create a new home, you may be faced with situations that can test your self-worth and add to your already stressful situation.
Many of us came to Canada with a professional degree, and at the beginning we have to do survival jobs. And many of us are not ready to take that step, and that's where the problems start. As an example, I was an administrative manager back home, and when I came to Canada, the first job that I have was shoveling snow.
Here is all about practical experience, doing hands-on job here. I never did any hands-on job there. So that's, you get it's like do-it-yourself country. So you learn a lot here, how to fix everything on your own.
The role of father has actually evolved quite a lot over time, as from the moment where fathers were seen primarily as breadwinners, and the mother as the one who stayed home looking after the children. And as this dynamic have changed, you see more and more women taking the role of bringing the paycheck home, and fathers is not uncommon, staying home and looking after the children, changing the diapers, feeding them, and looking after the house chores as well.
The role of provider has primarily been focused on ensuring financial security. But these days, fathers are providing much more. It's important to understand that as a provider for your children, you must support them in a number of ways.
In addition to provide the necessities and the needs of family, father is also responsible for ensuring security for them, to making sure that the children, they have access to medical care, they have access to good nutrition, they are emotionally and socially connected, by giving them the opportunity to explore the world and giving them the reassurance that whenever they take risk, they will be there present for the children.
I think the most important thing that you can transmit to your kid in order to them to feel secure is love.
As a father, you should also strive to be a role model for your children. This may mean making changes in your own life.
Parents, be mother or father, are always role model for them. And if they see the fathers involved in supporting them and looking after them and being present in their day-to-day lives, this will be a role they will follow as well.
The values that we transmit to all children in this society is the respect. So it's not a difference because I am a good dad, or my daughter has a friend that she has a straight parents. That's the most important thing that we're transmitting to our kids, that everybody is equal and everybody is treated with respect.
I think the children, when is seeing his parent doing something, he get inspired by good or by bad, right? Monkey see, monkey do.
I think the most important thing is not doing what you would not like them to do. If I want them to be helpful with others at home, I need to make sure that I am helpful at home with the spouse, with their mother, and helpful with others as well.
Community involvement is not only beneficial to you by giving you resources and a support network, it's also a great way to help your children adjust to life in Canada.
Go and visit your local community center. Many of them have a lot of activities for the kids, swimming, basketball, soccer, and it's a nice way to connect to another parents in your neighborhood. I think the most important thing is that when you're new in Canada, go to the nearest community center that is in your area and learn from the parents that are there.
I think the fathers should try to attend the parenting groups here. They teach you more about the Canadian, values and Canadian families. Okay, so I am trying to attend, the parenting program, so I understand, so some more ideas how does the Canadian life goes, how does the Canadian schooling goes.
But also there are professional groups on the internet that you can join and you can share experience and all that. There are meetups. Those are really great tools, like they help me a lot. So after socializing and after being together, so you can start to talk. What do you think?
We also have social workers who can support, navigate into different systems that support or meet certain needs. So yes, I would try to use them. It is important. It reduces the burden that we have as fathers as we try to provide the guidance in life for the family.
As a father, you need to stay connected with your children. The best way to do this is by playing together. Through play, you can communicate with them with both words and actions, and even show affection.
Get down to that level. Ask questions about what they would like to do and how they're doing. Show interest, not only in what they do, but also who they are.
Teaching to paint, teaching the letters, watching TV together, going for a walk. Once in a while, candy together and ice cream together make good nurturing.
Give them a kiss. It is unbelievable how powerful is a kiss and a hug for your kid. They are going to grow with a lot of confidence just with that touch of love.
And as they become more confident, they become better human beings as well.
Immigration to Canada doesn't mean you have to let go of your culture. You can be a bridge for your children between the old and the new.
A way of bridging both cultures is to explore together what are the values, what are the rules, new and original. Our culture is part of who we are. It's a reflection of our own identity. And embracing a new culture does not mean that we need to let go of who we are.
For sure, we are Canadian citizens already at this time, but we are Venezuelan as well. At home, we speak just Spanish, and even the TV is just in Spanish. So we don't put any English TV at home because we realize that as soon as the kids are leaving home, everything is in English. For sure, in the teenagers' years, they are gonna hate us and say like, no, I don't want to speak Spanish. I want just to speak English because that's my language and it's not yours. But when they are growing, for sure, they will see the advantage to grow in a country with a mix of two cultures.
Because we will always remain the same, even though we came stay here 7 years, 8 years. But when you're adult, your culture, you stick to your own country. I think you will always feel good about India or or about your Portugal or any country, South America, wherever from you migrated.
Don't stay only with the people of your country. Go and find the people of other cultures, someone who can teach you something else. So there's more conversation. So if you have new experience about our culture, you start to transfer those experiences to your family.
Nowadays, there is lots of opportunity, especially in this society, to use this diverse of cultures, diverse of language, not only socially, but also professionally, and learn how to use this as assets for the future.
As a father, you play a significant role in the healthy development of your children, at all ages and stages. Being present, attentive, and loving will help ensure your children's success and happiness.
As a father and an immigrant father, I think the best way to help facing the challenges or the stressful moment is to live in the moment. It is important to recognize the challenge that face ahead, but try to avoid focus too much on them.
As we know, the ride go up and go down. So in the bad moment, when I was struggling and because I lost my job or because I didn't have money or something, I was really depressed. I have that on me that I know that one day I was going to look behind and I will see myself proudly and say, you know what, I made it.
So I came here in the first time with not much information about the country or what was expecting for me here. And it was a really surprise when I got here and I found that this is a nice place.